Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Diva, the Divine Light, where I'm here to stimulate your sight and illuminate your mind. And we are here to talk about some things with Mr. Smelly Kelly, Mr. Dana Gay, and about the beehives and the newest concoction they figured they could do, which I think is a joke. But yeah, so we're going to get started today on some crazy stuff, and I hope you like my commentary. Please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can always see your girl when you want to see your girl. So guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys today about this latest smelly news. And I have this article here that I wanted to read to you guys. It's the craziest thing. Like, I can't with this guy. He is too much. Really too much. So, we have this article here, and I forgot where exactly it's from. But it says, random Texas inmate warns jail staff is out to get R. Kelly. Sends handwritten doc to judge. Apparently, people in the system are out to get R. Kelly, but his call for help continues to be ignored. Yo, I can't. Then it says, R. Kelly just can't seem to catch a break in the justice system. He's recently been denied several requests, including bail due to medical reasons and the ability to see visitors. Apparently, the prison has harsh limitations for visitors, and he's not able to see both his live-in girlfriends, Jocelyn Savage and Azriel Clary, at the same time. Recently, an inmate attempted to help him by stating that R. Kelly is being targeted by people in the system who are out to get him. According to legal documents, a gentleman at the William P. Bill Clements unit in Amarillo, Texas, requested a copy of R. Kelly's case to further argue his claim, stating jail staff are being paid to commit federal crimes, violating civil rights of R. Kelly. Now, this is funny. How is it that a guy from Amarillo, Texas, he's in a unit in Texas when supposedly isn't R. Kelly in Chicago? Isn't he in the MCC, whatever it is? Like, who the fuck is this guy from Texas? Where the hell did he meet this guy from Texas? Get the fuck out of here, bro. So this is crazy. How is it that these people are talking like that? Like, I can't. And then it says here, Stephen Greenberg and Angel Kroll, U.S. Attorney. And then it says some other stuff I can't see there. And then it says U.S. Clerks. And then it says that it has 2 exhibits. And then it says motion to intervene, criminal complaint, victim protection order. Judge Fingen, Rule 24. Sorry about that, y'all. Judge Finine, Judge Finine, Rule 24, intervene, 18, United States Code 3663A. It says, I think it says mandatory Victim Restrictions Act. And then it has the number of the code. And then it says 1974 Privacy Act. So I don't know what the full document was per se, but this is the best that I got. And that is fucking ridiculous. Like, who the fuck this guy thinks he is? You get no special treatment. You're in lockup, dude. Like, you're really locked up. There's no way you're getting out. I don't care how many excuses you come up with. You were coming up with the thing about the girlfriends. You're coming up with the thing about your hands and you're shaking and all this. Listen, you got a hernia? Why is that? You're in jail. Your hernia shouldn't be bothering you unless you're shitting too hard or you're jerking off and whacking so hard like you're desperate. That's why you're so mad you can't get conjugal visits. You're whacking off. Like, really, dude? Come on. Stop the bullshit. Then it says, R. Kelly also complained that he's being sexually victimized, which fits the prison's evident history. According to the U.S. Bureau of Justice Statistics, in June of 2013, the Clement Unit had the 8th highest rate of reports from inmates, stating they were sexually victimized by other prisoners. Nevertheless, the previous claims were denied by the judge, who suggested that third parties unconnected to the case cannot make a claim on behalf of the accused. So, he's being sexually victimized. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? What goes around comes around. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Karma's a motherfucking bitch. How about that? So, those cran apples are pretty juicy, ain't they? Yeah, man. He's being sexually victimized, and he don't like it. According to people in these YouTube streets and shit, they talking about how Kelly likes it in the butt. So why is he so mad? Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's a sexual fantasy that he has. He probably doesn't want to do it with men or a man to give it to him. He'd rather have a woman give it to him. And then he'd probably rather just do a man. You know, everybody has their sexual fetishes. I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. You know what I mean? Because I understand the sexual world and how people can get kinky and S&M and all that other stuff. Like, I've watched, what was the name of that movie? Grey, something Grey. I can't think of it right now. But, yeah, you know, people have fetishes. I get it. I get it. But you're whining and complaining like a little bitch because niggas is probably like, yo, sexy, yo, let me bend you over, Kels, let me lick your ass, Kels, I'ma get you the same way you got them girls, dude. So now he's scared. He's scared. It's either that or he's lying. But he wanted to be put in Gen Pop. So, expect to get that, because that's exactly what niggas is going to do. They're going to talk to you like that, and they're going to think you a papi chulo, bro. And they're going to want to bend you over, bro. How about that? So, how does it feel to be sexually victimized? I wonder. I wonder. Then it says the judge declared there is no provisions in the federal rules of criminal procedure or intervention by a third party in a criminal proceeding. Moreover, the motion is largely illegible. Therefore, there is no basis upon which to grant this motion, and it is denied. So, you have been denied again. Boom. Stamped. Denied. Keep it moving. Next.
The big bad wolf in your neighborhood.
Like, this guy is ridiculous. He's just trying any which way to get out of jail. You cannot get out of jail, bro. You cannot pass $200. You cannot go. You have to stay where you at, and that's where you belong. And, well, like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Then, we have this other crazy news. Like, what is this shit about? You see this article here? Juliet's R. Kelly fan club general manager sues alleged victim. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Who is suing these victims? Like, I can't. It says singer R. Kelly, 52, is already facing a legal battle after being charged in February with 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse. And then it says, Joliet, Illinois, a civil lawsuit was filed last week by a Joliet woman against one of the alleged victims of R. Kelly. The lawsuit was brought forward by Darlene April, who was affiliated with the R. Kelly fan club in Illinois. So Miss Darlene April, a.k.a. pendeja, a.k.a. dumbass, a.k.a. peahive, a.k.a. dum-dum. This is not gonna happen, bro. The judge is gonna throw this shit out of court because you sound mighty stupid. First of all, it says a Rowell Avenue resident, the plaintiff filed her lawsuit pro se, which means she does not have a lawyer. So you don't have a lawyer, you're going to sue, and you're doing it for what? Okay, let's see. Then the article continues. Let's see what's her motive. The entire lawsuit is barely 2 pages in length. The defendant in the lawsuit is Geronda Pace, who published a 96-page book in 2018 called A Life Beyond Abuse. She's really suing Geronda Pace. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you suing Geronda Pace? Like, what are you suing Geronda Pace for? You ain't got nothing to do with this court case. What the hell is wrong with you, Darlene April? Which I heard she's got warrants out in fucking Dallas, Texas or some shit. Yeah, get your stuff together first. Make sure the cops ain't looking for you. And for me, that makes it seem like you trying to scheme money out to get paid. So I hope you're going to give this money back to R. Kelly if you win this case, which I doubt very highly.
The big
They're
bad wolf in your neighborhood.
Then it says in court documents, April is identified as the general manager of the R. Kelly fan club in Illinois, and her lawsuit is against a woman who Kelly allegedly sexually abused. The plaintiff claims her fan club has lost more than $1 million as a result. Are you kidding me? Her fan club lost $1 million. What type of fan club is she running that she lost $1 million? Fucking pendeja. Then it says, as a result of the alleged defamation that has been done to R. Kelly. Plaintiff Darlene April alleges that as a result of alleged defamation of character of R. Kelly, the fan club did suffer subsequent losses from canceled concert dates, loss of revenue from ticket sales, etc., of over $1 million US. The pro se lawsuit claims. So let me get this straight. Let me elaborate this real quick. So you mean to tell me she got losses from canceled concert dates? Okay, so Geronda Pace is the one who canceled the concerts? Is this what you're saying? And then loss from revenue for ticket sales. So you're blaming Geronda for not making any money off of his concerts for ticket sales? And you're blaming her because she canceled concert dates? Okay, this just sounds stupid. And then it says, etc. So, you mean to tell me, so what? You were the person who was working at these venues or these concert arenas. So you mean to tell me you were working all these doors and you were the one who was selling all the tickets at these doors? Really? You sound fucking stupid and you're a goddamn liar. Go fucking stick R. Kelly's you know what up in your you know what. So, it says this latest development marks the second Joliet area connection to the ongoing criminal case involving R. Kelly. In February, the Romeoville Patch published an article about a 47-year-old Romeoville woman who stepped forward to post the $100,000 bail for the world-famous R&B star who is awaiting trial on criminal charges that he sexually abused 4 people dating back to 1998, including 3 underage girls. In late July, Patch reported that singer R. Kelly is facing more legal woes after being arrested in Chicago on federal sex crime charges. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So these people are really trying to go forward with some shit on some bullshit. So I obtained the copy of the documents in this article, and it says that Plaintiff Darlene April brings forth the following causes of action and alleges the following. 1. Plaintiff Darlene April is an individual and resident of Will County, Illinois. 2. Defendant is an individual and resident of Schaumburg, Illinois. 3. Plaintiff Darlene April is the general manager of the R. Kelly fan club in Illinois. 4. On or about May 2008, defendant Geronda Pace did willfully and illegally extort money from third party Robert S. Kelly, total estimated in excess of $2 million. Now, when did Geronda Pace get $2 million? Because from what I know, her NDA and her settlement was only for $250,000, and I believe she only got like $100,000. So, I don't understand where this $2 million comes from. I know. Wait. I know where that $2 million came from. I bet you I know where she got that number from. She was paying attention to Michael Avenatti when he came out and he said that R. Kelly paid $2 million in settlements with the girls. But apparently she wasn't listening too well. She was listening through her culo because Avenatti said, girls, more than one, plural, it totaled $2 million because he made settlements with girls. Okay? And it had to do with Tiffany Hawkins. It had to do with Geronda Pace. It had to do with, what's her name? HW, I forgot her name. Her real name, Harriet or something like that. Also, the other girl, Tracy Sampson, her as well. And even Aaliyah. Even another girl, Montina Woods or something like that. Like, these are the girls that he paid in a total of up to $2 million. So where the fuck she getting this $2 million from? She's a dumbass. Darlene, you're a dumbass. Then it says, Plaintiff Darlene alleges that as a result of alleged defamation of character of R. Kelly, the fan club did suffer subsequent losses from canceled concert dates, loss of revenue from ticket sales, etc., of over $1 million. Plaintiff Darlene April contends that due to the malicious defamation of character incurred by the plaintiff and all subsidiaries of the related entities of the plaintiff as per the. You lost $1 million. Really? You lost $1 million? Yo, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I can't. This shit is so fucking hilarious to me. This is hilarious.
The
Hilarious.
big bad wolf in your
And then you're
neighborhood.
suing Geronda. But how come you're not suing Me Too? The Me Too movement, which is the reason why his concert dates were all canceled, okay? Because of the Me Too movement. It ain't got nothing to do with Geronda Pace, you fucking retard. Yo, these beehives, I can't. They're really stupid. Then another one it continues to say, R. Kelly fan club. It has caused undue financial hardships on the ability of the plaintiff and all parties in interest to earn an income as related to the plaintiff and all parties in interest. Plaintiff Darlene April brings forth the following counts and allegations supporting her cause of action. So, like I said, she a dum-dum. And it says here, count 1, defamation. Defendant Geronda Pace maliciously conspired to publicly defame the name and character of the plaintiff and all entities connected with R. Kelly, a.k.a. Robert Sylvester Smelly Kelly. Defendant Geronda Pace fraudulently claimed that she was sexually assaulted by Mr. Kelly while she was underage and then admitted that this story was fabricated and a total lie. See Exhibit A. Oh, God. Okay. I know what she's talking about when she's talking about that shit that she said that she's lying. Something happened. I saw on Twitter. There was a lot of back and forth about Jim DeRogatis and the whole Soulless book. And they were talking about the part that he was talking about Geronda Pace and how she was interviewed by him and that she later on was being harassed by the beehives. And she had wound up saying, stop DMing me, leave me alone, this, that, and the third. Yeah, okay, I told a lie. That's what it was. I fabricated my story. Now, you fucking beehives don't know sarcasm when you know sarcasm. That was sarcasm. She was trying to be funny to you motherfuckers who are blaming her and shaming her, which is disgusting. Disgusting. You're blaming her for what? Because R. Kelly wants to be smelly? Fuck out of here. Then it says here, stupid ass Exhibit A. And I know it's gotta be her tweet. I know it's gotta be her tweet from Twitter when she said that day. And I knew it. I said to myself, she's being harassed and all of that. Look at that. She's just like, fuck it. Yeah, I lied. Yeah, I lied. Yeah, tell me another one. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. Then, count 2. Fraud. Conspiracy. Defendant Geronda Pace admitted in her book that she authored to using a fraudulent identification to enter the courtroom where she was able to hear evidence that she later used against Mr. Kelly in her false accusations against Mr. Kelly.
The big bad wolf in your neighborhood.
Okay, so Geronda lied to him about her age. She also lied, I guess, in the courts to get in. She came out with a fake ID to get into the trial in 2002. Okay, so she lied about her age. All right. She was a fan, just like all you other beehives, right? You're fans, right? I'm pretty sure y'all would have done the same thing if y'all had the chance. So stop the nonsense. Then it says, I can't. I really can't with this shit. It's stupid. Then it says defendant Geronda Pace used a fraudulent identification to gain entry to the courtroom where Mr. Kelly was on trial for the aforementioned charges of sexual assault on a minor. Plaintiff Darlene April contends that the government officials of the court were negligent in not carefully inspecting the identification submitted by the defendant to gain entry to the courtroom in a post 9/11 era. What the fuck does post 9/11 era have to do with anything? This is what I don't get. Okay, so like I said, she lied. She got in. Okay, so why you mad at her? You need to be suing the fucking people at the court. You need to be suing the judge. You need to be suing the court bailiff. So whoever it was that was at the door taking ID. Why are you suing her? That shit makes no goddamn sense. She ain't the one that did it wrong like that. They weren't the ones that weren't doing their jobs. It ain't had nothing to do with her. Oh, brother. The nonsense. The nonsense. Then it says, Plaintiff Darlene April asserts the fact that if the fraudulent testimony of the defendant Geronda Pace has not been ratified, there would not have been any action that would have been litigated against Mr. Kelly. Okay, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Darlene April, a.k.a. pendeja, a.k.a. illiterate, a.k.a. dumb-dumb, dumb-dumb, dumb-da-dum-dum-dum. You're an ass because Geronda Pace is not the reason why his name was defamed. Okay? The reason why his name was defamed was because he married Aaliyah. You fucking retards. He married Aaliyah. Get it through your heads. That's why he's going down from the start. And he messed around with that little girl, Rashonda Lamfair. Come on, man. Y'all stupid. Get it together, yo. If y'all gonna come out with stuff, come out with some real shit and some good facts. Y'all are retarded. Then at the end of this, it says damages and relief something. I can't see because my watermark is in the front of that damn word there. Anyway, it says, wherefore, plaintiff Darlene April moves the court to rule in favor of the plaintiff and grant this motion before the court and to issue an order directing the defendant to cease and desist from continuing to publicly defame Mr. Kelly and any and all entities connected with R. Kelly, aka Mr. Smelly Robert Sylvester Kelly. Okay, and this was done on October 8th, 2019. So, this dum-dum has this stupid shit out. We all know it's going to be thrown out of court. This is ridiculous. Like, I can't. Let me know what y'all think about this, y'all. Like, seriously, what do you think about this Beehive motion to go to court and sue Geronda Pace? They are so stupid. This is dumb. So now, I want to get to talk about, victim shaming, and I have here a little something. I want to talk about our man, Mr. Dana Gay, Day, Doo-Doo, Boo-Hoo, Pendejo, Sucio. That's the one we're talking about now. Now, I found this little shit to be funny, y'all. Listen to this little clip. It's funny. Y'all gonna like it. This is Mr. Dana J and how he thinks he looks in that fucking vest that he wears like there's people out in the streets to kill him. Oh, check it out, y'all.
Pants are dirty. You look stupid. I'm dressed. When we get to the club, make sure you stand in front of the booth and be security vest monster. It's ludicrous. Big fella, the vest you need is somebody to come investigate how stupid you look, bucko. Wow, I thought I was cute. I look like a goofball. I ain't never shot nobody in my life. I ain't never seen you behaving this man. What are you talking about? Then it's 15 degrees outside. I'm finna get pneumonia trying to look tough. This ain't the move. Where you going with your shoulders up? Going to the club? You look like a goofball. Take that vest off. Cut it out, bucko. Take this picture. Big fella, you not 50 Cent. You not in Get Rich or Die Trying. You need to get undressed and try again. Only vest you need is to invest in a new outfit. You look like a goofball. You ain't been shot or shot at. Take it off, bucko. You not 50 Cent. You a quarter. Cause you a quarter pants retarded. You look stupid. I'm dressed. When we get to the club, make sure you stand in front of the booth and be security vest monster.
That's between him and the authorities. Our concern is having direct contact with Joyce and Savage. That's been a request for 2 years.
So let me ask this.
I've never seen them once come to court.
Because I told him not to come to court. Because I told him not to come to court. Because
if they want to see
numerous people from Mr. Kelly's camp have threatened their lives. I would be an irresponsible attorney if I put my clients in that.
There's nobody there. I've been there. There's nobody there at all. Why would anybody try to hurt anybody inside of a
Look at his face. He looks so stupid.
You're not making sense.
Trying to argue with a lawyer.
As an attorney, I've been doing this for 15 years. Who have had clients.
Exactly. Doesn't matter. They don't have contact with their family. They should have contact with their families, no matter what. They're not that mad at them. That's full of shit. That's bullshit. R. Kelly's the one who kept them girls from seeing their families and being with their families. And you know better, Dana J. Stop fronting, because you be there. You was there in the front lines, probably running trains on the same bitches Kels was running trains on, right? Now you mad. Why you mad? Because you can't have no more ass?
I only know one post.
He only know Dante.
That's the post. I'm playing the games.
Yeah, you are. You're playing it.
No, I'm not. Just because I don't go along with your games. This is why I don't play with y'all on YouTube. I see what's going on. I see what's being said. I sit back.
Oh, I know you're in tune to my channel. I already know that.
You know that.
I already know that. I know.
Actually, I like your channel.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You sound stupid, Dana. Shut up. And you over there on the other side, Miss Foo-Foo over there talking shit.
He just said, yo, I'm recording.
Y'all sound
actually
stupid.
chilling.
My thing is this.
I'm chilling.
At some point, it would be
I'm
smart.
chilling.
What's up, Dan? At some point, it would be smart for Mr. Kelly's camp to put Joycelyn Savage in touch with her family. That's the only.
What's up, Dan? At the end of the day, here's what I'm gonna say. She's grown.
Okay.
She can make her own decisions.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you cannot make a grown woman do something that she don't want to do at the time. And I'm gonna go as far as saying this: if
Should I record this? Because it's being recorded.
yeah, it's being recorded. You can record it.
You thought I was recording it, but I'm not.
I knew when I saw that it was going to be recorded.
Now wait a minute, no, don't try that. Don't try that. Don't try that.
I see Griggs.
No, she said Griggs was there.
Right there.
What did I say? I seen him from the jump.
Did we not have a conversation this morning and I told you what time he's supposed to be in court? Absolutely.
So why did I tell him not? He goes and says, oh, there's no court today, 9 o'clock, there's no court. He's in court from
Tell him I'm supposed to be here. Why did you tell me to be
He
here?
knew that
Oh, they told me.
he's the one that pressing charges on
Which one? Nah, but I haven't even seen that.
He's pressing charge.
No.
But I haven't seen the walk-off video.
Oh, George.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, George.
But
If you look at the indictment, it says what?
No, who made the
It
claim?
said what?
Who made the claim? Tell him.
Is charged
get up there in front of the judge and say, Tim Savage is charged in this man? No. It's going to be there until the duly elected district attorney of this county.
And Tim is the one who made the accusation.
So I have a question though.
That Mason made a threat.
And there's witnesses. That's the part y'all not really like hearing. In order to get on Georgia, for you to charge somebody, you can't quote that. Terrorist threats, you have to have a witness. Not just the person. Okay, so who's the witness? Maybe y'all find out.
His wife, right?
No. Maybe you'll find out. Maybe there's a recording of this conversation. Okay. No, I said maybe there is a recording of this conversation. I just know when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Trying to get famous.
I just know when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly, things are so one-sided, and it's not going to be, and it shouldn't be that route. And I know as long as I'm living, I'm not going to stand for it to be that way. That's all I can say. Just like I said, what's that? March the 9th, 2019. Where's the money?
Did they not get paid by lifetime?
What money? Show me the
receipts.
receipts. Show me the receipts.
Did they not get paid by lifetime?
Okay, I'm gonna stamp this right now. I made that phrase famous. Receipts. I made that phrase famous.
No, you fucking did. You're a dick. Shut up. You ain't make that phrase.
Yeah, we just having an open conversation. That's all. I was interested. I told Gail King that. I told the world that if they got some money, show me the receipt. It'd be real easy to get them.
I've been all over the place trying to
Nobody got paid for the Lifetime document series.
I don't got that.
The only people that got paid were the people who showed pictures and documents. That's all they got paid for, was for pictures and documents. They didn't say, here's $6,000, here's $10,000 for you to be in the picture. No, they said, here, I'll give you a couple of hundred. You take a couple of hundred for that. I'll give you a couple of hundred for that. That's what they did. You people are imbeciles. Imbeciles. Including you, Big A.
The whole world is seeing what's happening. And at the end of 4 trials, maybe, 6 trials, I don't know how many trials. So when
These girls need to go home.
Then what the world gonna say? Maybe he will be, maybe he won't. But what if he's convicted?
What about if your client goes to jail for all the lies he's been telling?
For who? You talk to the police. You know.
We don't want to look at your ugly face. Turn your face around. For real. Oh, so you stopped the live now. Is that what happened?
The big bad wolf in your neighborhood. 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 The big bad wolf in your neighborhood.
We'll discuss some issues as far as victim shaming and what's that all about. And if you guys, all know that a lot of these YouTubers out here in these streets of the YouTube universe are out here victim shaming these girls, victims, and saying that, it is what it is. They knew what they were doing, and she was a little hoe and fast ass, and what was she doing there, and why was she there, and all this other stuff, right? Well, I got something to say. I wanted to read an article to you guys. It's about non-disclosure agreements, and it's just to give you a little insight on what the NDAs are and what they're for. So I have this article here from the Telegraph, and it's a United Kingdom article, and it talks about non-disclosures. it says here, non-disclosure agreements, everything you need to know about NDAs and their misuse. Basically, in this article, they're trying to say that, non-disclosures were really made for trade agreements. Like when, foreigners come into the country and they want to do trade, or say, for instance, you have a secret recipe and you're, you want to keep it under the wraps and stuff like that. It's a secret. So you kind of sign a non-disclosure agreement, especially if you trade your secret, like your secret recipe with a restaurant, and you give it to them and you let them have it. They have to honor the disclosure of trade, as far as, well, look, I'm giving you my secret recipe, but you're not allowed to give it out to anybody else. This is an agreement, right? Okay. And the article was done by two people. The gentleman's name is Robert Mendick and Gordon Rayner. And this was released October 25th, 2018. And it says here, it starts out to say, they have become the legal weapon of choice for the rich and powerful. Non-disclosure agreements used to silence victims of sexual harassment and worse, from an overbearing boss. Gagging clauses, as they are known, were originally designed to stop employees sharing trade secrets when they moved to another company, but in recent years they have become synonymous with hushing up clients of sexual harassment, bullying, and other abuse. Some of it potentially criminal. The contracts can be so binding, so all-encompassing, that victims, in return for a financial payout, are prevented from talking about allegations of conduct ranging from systematic bullying, intimidation, and abuse to sexual harassment and even assault. So basically saying that, nowadays the NDAs are used for hushing people up in the corporate world, in the political world, in the entertainment world. The contracts can be so binding and so all-encompassing that victims, in return for a financial payout, are prevented from talking about the allegations of the conduct. So they're using it so that people who get sexually harassed at work or abused by a superstar, or have you be like, and for instance, with R. Kelly case, with the Harvey Weinstein case, I think they even talk about Bill Cosby. I'm not even sure. I forgot. I've been doing a lot of reading on a lot of stuff. It's too much. It's a lot of stuff out there, guys. Many women and men, for that matter, will feel that it is easier to take the payoff and the gagging clause that comes with it, rather than try to fight the usual wealthy and powerful boss and their legal team and risk losing everything. So, with their secretive nature back in the public eye, here is what you need to know about the agreements. What is a NDA? NDA is non-disclosure agreement, right? We all know that, right? Okay. So, it's sometimes referred to as gagging clauses. They are legal contracts used to prevent people from discussing confidential information and keep trade secrets private. But it is clear they can be used to keep allegations of wrongdoing out of the press. So, when have they been used? It's another question. When have they been used? So here we talk about Harvey Weinstein and his dirty ass. Disgraced film mogul Harvey Weinstein deployed them to keep alleged victims quiet. It emerged as dozens of women accused him of sexual harassment and assault. He denies all the allegations. Among those to sign a confidential agreement was Zelda Perkins, a Briton who was an assistant to Weinstein in London. She risked being sued by breaking the NDA to tell journalists that Weinstein harassed her and sexually assaulted another woman. They have also been used in politics, with figures revealing that the House of Commons spent more than $2.4 million through NDAs over the last 5 years. Free speech is crucial. So why do these exist? Rather than silence claims of bullying, harassment, or worse, they can be used to prevent trade secrets from being made public. They are widely used in the business sphere, and government guidance says they could be used when sharing ideas with potential investors or financial advisors. Like I was telling you about, like with trading and stuff and in the business world. Another question is the government acting? In the wake of the Weinstein scandal, Theresa May, she's the prime minister, or was the prime minister of Britain. Theresa May said in December that she will look at the use of NDAs. The prime minister added that settlement agreements when someone leaves a company should not go further than protecting client confidentiality and commercial interests. But she is under renewed pressure to act. Now, Weinstein bought silence with his NDAs. Last year, the use of non-disclosure agreements, or NDAs for short, was thrown into sharp focus by the exposure of Harvey Weinstein. Now, NDAs have been out for a while. They've been out for quite some time. Like I said, a lot of people use it to keep hush, and especially in the industries. You can see where we're talking now about Harvey Weinstein and how the film producer, how he was, has multiple allegations against him for being a serial abuser. So he decided to use these NDAs to keep girls hushed so that his name doesn't get tarnished or his businesses don't get tarnished. It's all about keeping his fame and his reputation up to par. Excuse me, guys. So it says, was thrown into sharp focus by the exposure of Harvey Weinstein, the film producer, who was named in multiple allegations as being a serial sex abuser. That's the same thing with R. Kelly. He's a serial sex abuser. You guys don't understand. It's about statutory rape because of the fact that he had sex with underage girls. So whether it was consensual or not consensual, it's still considered rape. It's still considered abuse. And R. Kelly's a serial sex abuser because he does this to all the girls he meets. Whether he keeps them, whether he gets rid of them, whether they leave, whether they stay, it doesn't matter. He does this. This is something that he has as a pattern throughout the years. Same thing with Harvey Weinstein. Same thing with Bill Cosby. They're serial abusers. Serial sexual abusers. They're abusers. Weinstein had managed to protect his reputation for decades, often buying women's silence in return for their signature on an NDA. His victims were said to have been put in such fear that one woman refused to talk to a counselor about Weinstein's attempt to rape her because she was so afraid of breaking the agreement. Weinstein had used lawyers on both sides of the Atlantic to keep intact his reputation, now thoroughly discredited. Now thoroughly discredited. So, you see, when you beehives, maggots, whatever y'all want to call yourselves, bloggers, YouTubers, people in the streets, whatever, when you guys say, so why is it that it took like 30 years, 20 years, or 10 years for this girl to come out? She should have done it right then and there. Well, let me school y'all on something. Non-disclosure agreements usually last anywhere from 1 to 10 years. So, depending on what was put in the non-disclosure agreement, if it says, well, you can't talk to the press, you can't talk to nobody about your relationship or the incident or whatever have you be in the disclosure, and it says you cannot speak about this for like 20 years, for like 10 years. And normally it's 1 to 10. So whether a girl came out 10 years later or 20 years later, that's one of the reasons why these girls pertaining to R. Kelly, some of them that had come out and signed NDAs, are coming out now because it's more than 10 years and they can do that. They are not breaking the NDA agreement at all. Now they have a right to freedom of speech and say their truth to the world. And he can't do shit about it. So, I hope that answers your questions, you imbeciles who don't know shit. So, it says that Weinstein had managed to protect his reputation for decades, often buying women's silence in return for the signature on an NDA. Like she said, she was afraid of breaking the agreement, because you can be sued for that. You can be sued for that. You broke the agreement. Now you have to pay the person back the amount they gave you. And now you're going to have legal troubles. So, yeah, that's why a lot of these girls who signed NDAs are now coming out. Like Geronda Pace. What's her name? I forgot some of the girls' names. But y'all know who they are that they saw sign non-disclosure agreements. I'll talk about that in a little bit too, because we're going to get into that too. I have a little information on those girls as well. I just got to go back in my notes and stuff. But it says that so now thoroughly discredited, right? His reputation, right? Okay. So when Weinstein was finally unmasked as a powerful bully and accused of being a serial sexual predator by journalists in the U.S., it mobilized thousands of women to speak out about similar workplace abuse under the banner of the Me Too movement. It not only lifted the lid on the sheer scale of the harassment suffered by women, but also shed light on the extent of which NDAs were used to permit bad behavior to not only continue, but to flourish. And the co-conspirator for all those men who managed to use NDAs as their shield, the legal system that gave gagging clause legitimacy. So, these NDAs were basically put out there for these people to misuse, so that they can, like I said, hush the girls, keep them quiet, don't say nothing, and I can still keep doing whatever I want to do to whoever I want to do, just as long as I pay that money, sign that agreement, the girls could keep walking, and I could keep doing what I want to do. Now, if R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein and whatever other people have done this in the industry, whether it be entertainment or whether it be musicians, whether it be corporate business people or politicians, when you sign these things, for me, this is an admission of guilt. You're guilty. You sign these agreements, you make these girls, you force them, you threaten them, coerce them, whatever. To sign these agreements, you are fucking guilty. I don't understand how people who support R. Kelly are okay with this. And they say he's not guilty, he's innocent. No, the fuck, he's not. No, he's not. He's not. He's guilty as hell. He signed I think 6 non-disclosure agreements. What the fuck does that tell you? Hush, little girl. Don't say a damn thing. You'll be all right. I'll keep paying you money. Basically, I said it before in my other commentary. That's what he's doing, man. That's why he's going broke. Besides the fact that the Me Too movement has stopped him from performing in concerts around the states. The only thing he's got going for him right now is his royalties, which, like my peoples was saying, the royalties only, they come every quarter. I don't know if it's quarterly. I don't remember if quarterly is every 6 months or every 3 months. I forgot which one it is. But, so like I said in my other video, his money is not coming in fast enough. That's why they're trying to do this dollar for the king bullshit. Because he don't have money right now like that. He'll be getting it soon, in a few more months. And even at that, they give him hundreds of thousands of dollars in one shot. Maybe 600, 700, 800, maybe 8 million, something like that. I don't even know the correct numbers on that. Don't quote me on that. But yes, he makes enough. And whether it comes 3 times a year or twice a year, it comes. So this is just all bullshit, y'all. I don't understand how you people don't look at the fucking facts. Y'all don't look at the facts. Y'all looking at all this other stupid shit. And there was this one blogger, her name is PD, and she was talking some crazy stuff the other day about him and how they trying to take him down and all this other stuff. And I just couldn't even believe my eyes and what I was seeing. I was just like, oh my God, this woman is trying to make it seem like something it's not. Like she was showing a video and she didn't even show the whole video. She cut out certain parts that were very important to the video. And come on, man. Come on. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Give it the fuck up. Give it up. So anyway, Government considers ban on gagging clauses. The growing controversy over the use of NDAs is understood to have promoted the government to consider a ban on such gagging clauses for allegations of workplace sexual harassment. Under the plans, it has been reported NDAs will be made illegal in cases where victims have brought complaints of sexual harassment. A Whitehall source said the intention is to stop NDAs being used to stop the victims of sexual harassment from going to the police and to introduce a new onus on employers to make it absolutely explicit to their staff that these agreements cannot be used in cases where a potential crime has been committed. Under the new rules, businesses will be expected to protect employees from groping, lewd jokes, and assault. There is talk of a new national database to log complaints. In one of the most notorious examples in the UK, young women employed as hostesses and waitresses at the all-male President's Club dinner were obliged to sign NDAs that were intended to prevent them from talking about groping and other harassment by paying guests. That is disgusting. I can't. Are you kidding me? And this was in the UK. So I can imagine what that this right here, this little paragraph right here makes me think about what's his name? The one that just killed himself, Epstein. You know, I haven't done my research too much on him either, but I'm getting to them too. You know, I bet you Epstein probably had girls sign non-disclosure agreements as well, you know, so that they can work for him. And they had to sign things saying that, you know, they have to act like the monkeys, you know, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So that's basically what that is. And that's kind of messed up, y'all. Like, that's fucked up. The event at London's Dorchester Hotel, London's Dorchester Hotel, in January last year caused outrage at the highest levels. Theresa May promised to review the use of NDA. So this is in the United Kingdom. This isn't even about the New York, the United States law. And I'm going to try to find something about that. Theresa May, she promised to review the use of NDAs with a spokesman saying at the time, the Prime Minister will look into the way of these non-disclosure agreements are applied to see if changes are required. The Equality and Human Rights Commission, the government's watchdog, went further, calling for a ban on companies using NDAs to sweep sexual harassment claims under the carpet. Now, did y'all hear that? That's exactly what's happening with R. Kelly. He's using these NDAs to sweep sexual harassment claims under the carpet, suggesting that the deals had permitted such behavior to become normalized. You know, who knows what he be telling these girls when he makes them sign these agreements? Who knows? As I was saying, so who knows? You know, this is crazy. Well, that's basically what I had to say. I got a little bit off my chest. Make sure you guys know what's going on and understand. And I have another little something, a little clip I'm going to leave you guys with here. It's R. Kelly singing into the camera. I found this on the internet. And here you can see that he has some herpes on his lip. If you look very closely, his top lip on the left side, as well as on his bottom lip in the middle. You notice he has 2 patches missing on the bottom of his lips. Those are usual signs of herpes, guys. So get that shit together. And let me know what you think about this video with him looking like he got herpes. For real, because that shit is nasty. I can't with him. He's got herpes in his mouth. Ay, ay, ay. Nasty. And then here we have another little clip here that I seen online as well with someone interviewing Kip. He was R. Kelly's ex-manager, bodyguard, something of that sort. I think bodyguard. And here he's admitting that he knew what happened to Aaliyah and the parents knew what happened with Aaliyah, you know, and that he felt really bad about everything and stuff like that. So check it out, y'all. Oh, and let me know what you guys think. Please leave your comments below. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share. And don't forget to hit that notification bell on the way out. Love you guys. Peace.
I believe that you high. I believe that you're touching the sky. Smoking on that Percocet. Nigga, where you going? Tell me what's next. I believe that you blow. I believe that you high. I believe that you're touching the sky. Smoking on that Percocet. Nigga, where you going? Tell me what's next. I believe that you blow.
What's going on, sir?
Yes, I gotta confess that I can't keep that. I can't lie, brother. I can't lie. To keep that inside of me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I love Leah too. Leah was like a little sister to me. You know what I'm saying? I remember she was 13 years old running around the studio when she was making her first album or two. But see, I thought that, and I might have to hold my tongue a little bit, but some people knew, bro. People knew, family members knew, you know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to nobody else. I wish I could have did more to help her, bro. For real. That's the only thing that I got stuff that I want to say. I wish I could help her. I wish I could have convinced Diana and Michael about some things, man, but her family was around and I didn't understand why nothing more was done. You got an uncle, a brother, an uncle.
Did you know?